So, my dear people, these few months back and even today, I found a question: is Islam compatible with Western world and values? Some people will say yes. My opinion is no, it's not. Why is like that? First of all, because Western world have democracy. So in that democracy, we have right to say what's on our mind. So that's free speech. We have right for females, for males, and everybody is equal. While in Western world, in Islam, is not like that. Females are less, and they don't have right to speak. In some cultures of East, in Islam, they need to have a right for a speak, a permission to speak. Even the set of how we dressing ourselves in Western world is totally different than in Islam. Female, they have a right to wear shorts, dresses, put a makeup and everything what they like, to walk by themselves on the street, free. In Islam, is not like that. If they go outside, they have to go with somebody, not by themselves. Somebody from their family or husband, could be brother, father, husband, or cousin, somebody. They have no right to go by themselves. They need to wear hijabs around their head or niqabs, so where you can see only the eyes, which is totally incompatible with the Western values and world. In Western world and values, females have a right to speak openly whenever they want. In Islam, no. They need to have permission, even for a driving car. So when you look those two worlds, Eastern and Western, it's two different worlds. Two different worlds. You see, in Western civilization, we have everything. We have laws that we need to obey, of course. They, in Islam, they don't like democracy. What more, they coming into our countries and using democracy against us. If you say something against Islam, if you see they bowing on the street, in the middle of the street, they're bowing to show their power, their strength, and if you criticize, they're gonna call you Islamophobe. But is that Islamophobic? No, it's not. Christians are not going into somebody else's countries, for example, Afghanistan, Syria, Iraq, and start having procession over there en masse. No. No, they don't. But immediately when they come in our countries, they're doing exactly that kind of things. Bowing on the streets, in the middle of the streets, stopping the traffic and do things. It's not because they are religious. No, that has nothing to do with religion, but with a showing power. Look, we are here, we came here, we taking everything, we conquering, and you can do nothing about it. See, that's the difference between them and us. They not obey to our laws. No. When they give oath, for example, there is in Canada a situation, and you have it on video on YouTube, where a guy openly says when he was giving oath In Canada, he was keeping his mouth shut. He didn't give oath to Canada. No. He is Muslim. And he openly says, we will take over. Openly says. See, that's the problem. Western world not going to other countries to conquer and to take it over to say this is our now. No. While in London, if you look closely what's going on in England, they're doing exactly that, claiming their own streets. In America, taking everything what they can. They have already one whole city named Dearborn. So when you look our set of values and what they have, they will never take democracy. What more, they will hate democracy because they have their own set of values, which they call Sharia law. In their own mind, Sharia is a law from God itself. And that law is to oppress females, to kill all those who are in same gender relationships, all those who are not Muslims, oppress them, kill those who moved themselves out from Islam, who became somebody else, who went into some other religion, who convert to something else, or not even believe in Islam anymore, even if they Muslims. There is apostasy in Iran and in Pakistan. In these Eastern countries, more and more people living Islam, more and more. 90% of Muslims in Iran stop being Muslims, they are apostates. But because of tyranny over there, because of law that you're gonna die, they're gonna kill you, or they're gonna put you in a jail, they're gonna torture you, and who knows what. They always say we are Muslims, even they're not, because anonymously they will say no, 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 no Islam. Females doesn't like to wear hijabs, niqabs. That's not compatible with our world. They coming into our cities, into our countries, and never assimilate. They will still bring their own traditions. Okay, you wanna bring traditions, okay. But there is a saying, when you're in Rome, act like a Roman, isn't it? So when you're in Western world, act like a Western world. Remove that. Niqabs, hijabs and stuff. They don't want, because it's their religion, which is not true actually. There has nothing to do with religion. Some females openly say no, that doesn't have nothing to do with religion. But they feel naked if they don't have that kind of things. But why? Because they used to that. They didn't use to freedom. And if you give a freedom, they don't know what to do with freedom. That's a big difference between Western world, with all its values, and Islam world, where you are oppressed, where you have no right to speak what's on your mind. If you criticize, like they, when they come into our countries, they're criticizing us, criticize the religion. How you can believe in one triune God? There is none. Are you serious? There is none. And they will oppress you. They will start to force you, when they're becoming bigger number, that you have to believe in their own, what they believe, which is false. It's a lie. It's a lie. They're walking around the Kaaba 7 times, as the pagans did long before they will come to Medina, to Mecca, long ago. And then Muhammad took from pagans things like kissing stones, walking 7 times around that stones, because they think that that stone will actually free them from their sins. Who can forgive sins? God only. Only God, nobody else. No any stone nor stupidity. And they kissing that stone, bowing to that stone. Totally different set of values that we in Western world have. So their set of values is totally contradict our values that we have. It's not compatible at all. Nothing is compatible from Islam with our Western world. Nothing. Nothing. Our people in Western world are free. They can walk wherever they want, drink, eat, have fun, listen music, go outside, walk outside, wearing shorts, wearing long, wearing skirts, dresses, whatever they want. While in Islam, no. Females, as I said, are oppressed. Even if they don't want to admit, but you can see what's going on actually. So there are many things that I could say about. They coming to London, to England, and start banning people. Why you walking like that in the skirts? This is Islamic part of city. You have no right to walk. Man, you are in London, in Western world. It has nothing to do with your Islamic world. Go back where you came from. Why you not such a hotshot over there in your world? Why not go to Saudi Arabia and try to tell them this is Islamic world and we gonna do what we want? No, you're not gonna do that. Because you're gonna end in a jail. If you're lucky. So they coming and trying to create something of their own. Take everything from us. They think that we are afraid of them. No. First of all, they have false god, false prophet, a liar, a killer, pedophile, who sucked a tongue of a kid, who was with Al Zutz, all night long reading and stuff. So many bad things. We have true light, Jesus, bread of life, everlasting water, source of life. He is the only way, the only truth, and the only life. So, my dear Christians, and those who are not Christians, follow Jesus. Follow Jesus. He is the only life. And only through Him, we will be saved. Only through Him. So turn to Him, pray Him that He open our spiritual eyes so we can see the truth and follow the truth in fullness. God bless you all.